Good afternoon, folks. Stuart here, survivalist shaman. Out for a nice little day, chilling out in nature, readjust. Thought I might bring you along, see if you might enjoy it also. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to try out a new stove. Some of you might already have tried it. It's a first for me. So stick with me, folks, and we'll see how this works. I'm going to cook up a little something to eat and see how this thing performs. So here we go. How beautiful is it out here though? It's absolutely fantastic. Look at all that wild garlic. You see it? Wild garlic. If you've never tried the wild garlic, you really should. You can eat the buds and the leaves, and also the bulb when you dig up the bulb. The leaves are very nice. Obviously, the general rule when you're eating anything out here is be able to identify it 100%. And then, usually the smaller shoots are less bitter, less chewy. These are what known as ramsons. That's your wild garlic. If you crush a little, you'll smell it. That's how you'll identify it. What you need to do is obviously crush a little bit of it, identify it, because what usually grows next to it is poisonous and looks almost identical, and it's bluebells. And this bit here obviously would be blue, but you don't want to eat bluebells because they poison you. But yeah, I'm going to cook up some to eat, maybe add some of these, get some healthy ones for a bit of flavour and texture, and I'll get back to you. So stand by. Okay, so you can ask yourself the question, what delights does he have for his tea? Well, we have spaghetti bolognese pasta mugshot, which I'm going to add a little bit more. And after I've had that, what I'm then going to have is the Irish cream cappuccino with another one. It's also Irish cream. You can't read it there, but it's the same thing. Anyway, folks, before I cook those up, I'm going to show you what we're talking about. So, the standard mug I shall be using to cook everything in is one of your VCB jobs. They're a half decent make, however, I think the way that they make them and nest them together could be better. They could have thought it out a bit better. These ones being coated, I thought that was a great idea, but I've since learnt, like everyone else, that it just all chips off and you end up eating paint. Not ideal. Anyway, the star of the show today, if you've seen it, you've seen it. If you haven't, check it out. I do not endorse anybody, of course. I'm just doing this as a review for myself, pretty much, and if anybody's interested and it helps anybody out. So it's the Highlander gel stove, which is pretty small, and you'll be surprised to see that even in the box it fits in there. Well, let's get it out and we shall see what we shall see. So the good thing about this, obviously, is that it's gel, so it doesn't spill as much. It's blue, so if you spill it you'll be able to see it. It also means you get a blue flame so you don't burn yourself and you can see the flame. So here's what you have. I don't know if you can read that or not. It's instructions pretty much. So here's how it's gonna look. So what you get with it, obviously wrapped around it, as you can see, is you got the tin itself, and you got this pot stand, which I'll try and get off carefully. Here's your pot stand. Quite basic, quite simple, but I like that, it's compact. You then place it on, like so, and it's on top, and that's it. Simple as that. So, hang on a second whilst I open this thing here. What you can also do, as long as you're careful and you don't knacker this, is you can use this to open it. But I'm just going to pause you just now, because it's harder to do this with one hand. Okay, ladies and gents, here it is. As you can see, the blue stuff. Yeah, the blue stuff smells like hard to say. It smells partly like alcohol and partly like, more like rum, I would say. There it is. So I'm going to set this one down here. This will be a quick video because I'm recording on my phone and it only allows me to record for 20 minutes for some stupid reason I don't really understand. It's pretty crap. Anyway, so what you'll find with this is obviously you can light it with a taper, you can light it with a lighter, you can light it with a spark. So if you've got a ferro rod, you can do it with a ferro rod pretty easily. So I'll get this lit, I'll get everything set up and I'll continue on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's the bad boy lit. You probably won't be able to see much of the flames. It's a wee bit yellow there. That's it lit. It's getting pretty hot now. So, not entirely sure I trust the pot stand. In fact, I'm wondering whether I should turn it around the other way. Okay. Right, my first comment would be the pot stand part. This bit round here, the skirting. It's got like a sort of, what would you call that? Corrugated look to it, you know, like this. That's great for a bigger container maybe. For a smaller container, I've had to turn it upside down. So that'll be my first gripe about it. But we're underway, we're cooking. It's quite a lot of heat. Obviously you're getting some airflow in this way, which you probably need. You're probably losing a lot of heat out that side as well though. Maybe a better idea to get one that's got holes round the bottom. So, yeah, I think that could be thought out a little bit more cleverly, but never mind. Smell wise, there is a smell, but it's not really strong. It's almost, I don't know, slightly like paraffin a little bit, I suppose, if you know that smell. I don't think these things are supposed to have a smell. But anyway, for compactness though, I like this idea and the fact that it's just ready to go. And obviously when you put it out, let it cool down, it's ready to go again and you can refill it. So it's good that you can refill it with gel, you can get bottles of gel. So that's a bonus. Obviously that's a little bit heavier. So, I'm not sure how long this is going to take to heat up and cook. I'm not going to time it. But yeah, for compactness and ease of use and on the move, it's pretty good. What you guys may be familiar with is the basic military stove, you know, Hexaman. It's always a go-to for me, but there's times where it's a complete pain to try and light it, you know. And that's always annoying. This thing, you're never going to have a problem lighting it. No chance. And if you wanted to build a fire, make a fire really quickly, what you could do is smear a bit of the gel on your sticks or whatever. Like that with a spark, you're guaranteed it's going to go right away. So that's a big bonus. But there we are, cooking away. Being the way it's set up, of course, it is quite, the flames are quite far away from this here. It's still going to work because it's quite hot. But yeah, I quite like this idea. You can probably get other makes. I know when you look into this subject, the Second World War, they had these, a different version of these. The ones that I've seen look actually pretty decent. They look probably even better than this. You can get your hands on the old style ones. Yeah, it's got a weird kind of burning plastic kind of smell. I didn't think it would smell, but it's meant to be alcohol. It's not supposed to smell. I like the products from Highlander. They're usually pretty decent, whether it's a rucksack or whether it's something else. But there it is. They're pretty cheap. So you can get them for about £6 or so. You can get them from Leith Army stores if you're in Edinburgh. You can get them online, obviously, your Amazon or whatever. This one here, I believe, if you'll zoom in, is £3.99 from Leith Army stores, so that's pretty decent. And as I say, if you get yourself the gel that goes with it in the bottle, you can just fill up even cheaper. So there we have that. So as I say, folks, out here chilling out, having a nice little time. Gonna have something to eat, enjoy nature, have a little coffee and meditate. For those of you that may be interested in meditation and meditation tools, your basic go-to tools, I shall show you what I carry with me. So bear with me, folks. I'll try and find a space for this stuff without falling in the river. So here's what I carry with me. Oh, there goes a duck. So this is a old ice cream carton, adapted. Wish I had more hands here. Right. Hang on. I'll open this and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so if you can see this, what I've got here is a incense holder, the base part of it, which essentially has 3 legs, and there was like a cone shaped thing that you put the cones in the middle here, and the cone shaped bit came up. So I took that off because it split with the heat. I've got a chunk of wood in here covered in tin foil as a base so that it'll sit and I won't burn myself when I move it around. And it sits like that. And what I use with that is you get these things, which is your charcoal blocks. Now, these are pretty decent. You can get these really cheap. They're impregnated with magnesium, I believe, and all you do is light them with your lighter and they sparkle and they heat up on their own. Let them go red hot. You need one of these if you don't want to burn yourself when you're lifting them. Tongs. And then you can put whatever you want on it. There's different types of incense you can use. The one I like, I get from a shop called Fool, which is in Morningside in Edinburgh. You should check the shop out. It's a really good shop. Nice staff, beautiful stuff they've got there, including incense and lots of gemstones and all kinds of cool stuff. This is one of the resins that they make. One of the incenses called Three Kings, and it's made of 3 different ones. And you just sprinkle that on, and you're good to go with that. And it smells really good. It is Three Kings. I think it is benzoin, frankincense, and myrrh. It smells really good. Helps you meditate because it's a mind setter. You know, you can use it being frankincense for protection and purification as well. And the other things I carry is another must, which is obviously sage. Sage used for incense and for smudging. Now, if you don't know what smudging is, folks, smudging is when you take the smoke of incense and you basically waft it around your body, and it clears your energy field of negative energies, negative emotions, anything you're wanting to clear. It acts like soap on your spirit body and basically clears out the negative stuff. And that's what you're doing with it, basically. Helps focus the mind as well. So that's my wee kit, which I'll be using later on to meditate. And that's how that goes. So if that interested you. Now let's see if this thing's cooking. Still burning away. Let me just give this a start. Hang with me. Still cooking away, folks. Not got a boil on yet, and obviously I've got the contents in with the water, which is how I do it. Some people maybe like to boil the water first and then add their stuff, especially if you've got a water source that's questionable. But I brought water with me, so I'm okay. But yeah, I'm wondering, you know, if I tried boiling the water, how well it would have boiled. Because at the moment it's not really doing that. It's warming up, which is nice, it's softening the food, but it doesn't appear to be sort of bubbling like you would expect. I don't know if it's because there's such a gap between the flame and your cooking utensil. So I'm not entirely convinced it's brilliant yet, but this is my first use of it. Anyway folks, we're now at 18 minutes and 48 seconds, so I hope you've enjoyed this journey with me here today. We've only got 20 minutes of this, so we've got 1 minute left. Hope you've enjoyed my little journey here today, and I'll be uploading this. So look forward to seeing you in the next video, folks. So have a good day, and feel free to like, subscribe, share and all that nonsense. It's much appreciated, folks. Thumbs up for joining me, folks. Much appreciated, and see you on the next video. Thank you very much.